Hi all, welcome to another Dave Downey Fly Tying video production. Here I'll be sharing my favourite flies and methods of tying them to make catching fish better for you anglers around the world, making these flies easier to tie as well with my different styles and techniques. All the flies that I'm tying I personally use. They're there to catch fish, not the angler. At the end of each video I'll have a wee list of materials required to tie the fly just in case you missed it during the video, and also a wee link to my online shop where you can purchase either the flies or you can purchase the materials required to tie these flies. I hope you enjoy the videos and you pass the information on to your buddies, your fishing pals, your clubs. Get them to subscribe or not subscribe, but get them to come and have a look anyway. So today, I was asked last week, I asked the guys on YouTube what they would like me to tie, and one of the suggestions was a Jingler. Now the Jingler is a really good fly. It's a cracking fly for the river. So what I'll tell you about the materials, then I'll tell you how I came across the Jingler. So what I'm actually using today is that's a fooling mill size 10 grab gape, right? So it's a size 10 grab gape hook. I would normally use I'm using these now because I used to use Gamakatsus and they're very difficult to get a hold of, and they're black hooks but they're really long on the shank of the hook. But these are really good, and you know, you can get a hold of them no bother. And it is a river fly. If I was going to tie the Jingler for say on the Lake of Menteith, I'd probably tie it on a heavyweight champ instead. So we're going to be using sheer 14-0, and that's in olive. Now the Jingler is just a generic shape and the way the fly's tied. You know, you can use different colours thread, you can use hare's ear, you know, you can use a strip quill for a Jingler. It's really up to you what you want to use. So what we're going to do is we're going to use, back to the old favourite, Coq de Leon for the tail, but you can just use normal red game. So you could use red game for the tail as well. But I'm going to use Coq de Leon because it's a wee bit stiffer, and on the river I want it to sit a wee bit better. So we're using that thread. That's going to be the body of this pattern. We're going to have a red game hackle, so that's going to be the first hackle. The second hackle will be partridge, right? So just a partridge hackle. And there's two ways of tying it. You can tie it, today I'm going to tie it the way it was given to me. So we're going to tie it actually using the partridge, and we're going to tie the partridge in. But what we can do is we can use the partridge on a dubbing loop and do it that way as well, if you want. If you want the fly to be a wee bit neater, because the stalk on the partridge feather is quite thick. So let's get started. So even though this is a size 10, because it's a grab gape, it's a wee bit smaller. So let's get the thread started. Now the story behind this fly was I've been getting an odd fish on it down in the River Tweed when I've been down practising on the rivers, and that you know, I'd never really fished rivers that much. I was always a still water guy, and I was getting into rivers, so I was going down and staying with a really nice couple, Jake and Penny Harvey. And I used to go down and do a bit of fishing, stay over, have a couple of beers, you know, and everybody thought Jake was teaching me how to fish. When I got him out, I would pick his brains, but a lot of the times I didn't get him out because he was working. So, you know, I'd be down there on the Tweed fishing away myself, practice. If I caught one fish, I was happy. But my first national on the River Tummel, very first time I had a go at river fishing for the Scotland team, in the car park, Jake came up to me in the morning and he says, "Right, sonny lad, hey, have a couple of these, and if the fishes are rising, give them a shot." And I was like, okay, thanks Jake. And honestly, when I looked at them, they were the scruffiest, ugliest looking dry flies I'd ever seen. But Jake had tied them, and Jake has been Scottish Rivers champion, I'm sure at least twice, maybe 3 times. So I've tied the Coq de Leon in, and we've got the body of the fly getting done. So I'm going to wind this back up with touch and turns. But following on for that story, I drew my controller, got to the river. I'm going back down again because I'm going to use the thread as the body. Got to the river, few fish rising. Like I says, I was wet behind the ears. I didn't really know what I was doing. I'm up against all these guys that have been winning gold medals and all sorts. Fish were rising. Put on Jake's Jinglers, and sure enough, the fish were munching them. And you know, I finished third. Those days you used to get things called carry forwards. So if they'd done well in the international, they would get a carry forward to the next year, so they didn't have to qualify. So it meant when you go to the final, instead of 5 places for the team, there's only 3 places, because there's always 2 carry forwards. So obviously I was fighting pretty hard against a lot of, you know, experienced guys that have been fishing these competitions for years to get into the team, and lo and behold, on a final on a Tweed, I got in the team, and I was nymphing on that day. So I've left it quite a wee bit further back, but big thanks to Jake. This is still one of my flies that I'll use. As I says, I can't tie it as scruffy as Jake, but you know, it works. Just tie in a red game hackle, right? Trim off the stock. Now I'm going to use my hackle pliers this time. This is the Stonfu ones that I keep telling you about. They're really, really good. Although that one decided to snap the hackle. That wasn't the hackle pliers. Oh, now I'm making a mess of it. You can tell I don't really use the hackle pliers that much. Now I've moved the hackle further back. You can see that stock sticking out, right? That's nothing compared to the stocks Jake used to let stick out. So just cut that off, and then just, we're basically going to use the whole hackle, because this is a supporting hackle. This is the one that's actually going to hold the fly up. And then we're going to tie it off. This is my favourite colour, with the olive thread, and I've caught lots of fish on it. I just don't, since I started tying the little olive, my Carlsberg, I don't use this as much, but I do still use it. You know, I was catching fish that whole day on the River Tummel with this. I drew peg legs in the afternoon by wing. It was good. It was there was fish rising when I was sitting eating my sandwiches, and I was desperate to get back out. So I'm going to take the fluey bit off of the partridge hackle, but we're going to tie it in at the tip. So we've got to move all that out of the way. So we're tying it in here, and just catch it in. And we're going to cut that off. See, this has got to be quite big and bushy sort of thing, and you know, Jake would leave bits of this sticking out, and it didn't matter. Certainly works for me. I've still got his Jinglers in my box somewhere that he gave me. So all I want to do is get the partridge and get that tied in. And what happens is the fly sits in the water. It doesn't sit on the water, it sits in the water as it's floating down. I actually caught me a brown trout about £5 on a Clyde one day as well. So that's it. And you can see it's quite messy around about the head. Jake would just finish it just now and leave all that sticking out. So I'm going to tidy it up a little bit. Right. It's not that great, but do you know what? It doesn't matter to the fish. But in homage to Jake's patterns he gave me, I'm just going to leave it a bit messy. And we'll just do our other whip finish. Right, and trim that off. And we'll just put some varnish, as always. Just a wee dod of varnish on it. And we'll get our wire. Clean the eye out. Now, it looks more like a wet fly there, doesn't it? So what we do is we just do that. And pull it all forward. And, you know, get it sitting up. And it says this part here will sit in the water. And it'll keep the fly flat. And it'll float down perfect. Now, the £5 brown trout I caught on the Clyde, I had covered it a few times and it just ignored me. And I hadn't put the Jingler on. And I went and had my sandwich, had my lunch, phoned my mate Simon Cocker, told him about the size of the fish. The only fish moving in the pool. Went back after my lunch, he was still moving, and there must have been thousands of March Browns going down. And I put my dry fly in the perfect place, drifted it down, and up he came, and the fish was about £5. And this was at the start of the season. Pretty sure it was opening day, to be honest. It was a stonker of fish. So I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you're going to tie some of them up and use them. You can follow me on my Facebook, David C. Downey. Follow me on my Instagram, Dave Downey Fly Fishing. Check out the guiding site, davedowneyfishing.com, or check out my online shop where you'll get the materials well, most of the materials. If I've not got it on the shop, just send me a message and I'll tell you where to get it. www.fly-fishingworld.com. So thanks for watching another Dave Downey Fly Time video production. Hope it's cheering up your day with this miserable crappy weather, and have a good day tying and get out as soon as possible. Bye.